What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Khanstens and welcome back to another Road to Masters, or Road to Masters replay, I guess you could call it. As you guys have seen by the thumbnail or the title already, I have made it into Diamond 1. So I wanted to showcase just a few of my matches, because I played like 15 matches or something, guys, in a row. I was just in the mood. It was like 2 a.m. or something. But ignore this guy's name, it's a little inappropriate here, but yeah, so I was like, you know what, I want to play some games, and I won like 15 or 16 in a row. It was a crazy amount, guys, and I figured might as well just showcase it, right? You know, showcase a couple of the matches where I did well. This particular match was very funny for me. You'll see why here, but I'll forward it up a little bit. I mean, it's a pretty standard opener here, right? By me. We'll just go through it. It's not that long. But yeah, pretty standard opener here by me. You know, just going for a gateway into Cybercore, into Nexus type of a thing, you know. But yeah, so that's what I did here. And then he also went for a pretty standard play. Hash first into Nexus, or into spawning pool actually. But the build that I have been trying lately, only against Zergs mainly that I've been trying this build, is the 2-base all-in. It's kind of an all-in. Yeah, it's more likely an all-in that I learned from actually Hearthstone. Check out his channel if you haven't already. He's also a professional player for Team Liquid, I believe. He's a great guy. He's really fun. His videos are always informative, and I always watch his build videos, as I'm a Protoss player myself. But his 2-base all-in build is actually really nasty. Basically, what you do is like you build like a robo. You get an orb prism, and then you get like 4 gateways, and then you just make a bunch of units. And that's all. Yeah, that sounds about right. You just get that, and then you make a bunch of units here, and then that's it, and that's all that really matters. And you just make a bunch of units, you attack, and you hope you can kill him. Why is this going so slow? Let's see. What's our normal here? Let me speed it up a bit here. Okay. So basically, you know, I did a little bit of harassment with my probe, you know, just poking around, denying his base for as much as I could or something like that, you know. He's going for his third, and so basically what I do is I drop down the robo. You want to always deny his overlord, so his overlord's right here. So right now he has 0 vision of me doing this. Oops, that's my vision. He has no idea what's going on in my main base, right? So basically what I do here is after this, I'm going to drop down like 3 gateways. You want to go to a total of 5 gateways, so I have 2 in the front here. I think he does get in with the scout, which is very unfortunate. He does see exactly what's going on. I think he tries to prepare for it. I actually don't know if he does. But he sees everything that's going on, right? And I'm like, well, crap. Yeah, he makes an immediate roach warren, right? It makes 14 links. Let's slow it down here, right? He makes immediately 14 links. Pops 2 more queens coming out. Roach warren immediately dropped. Makes an evo chamber for a wall. And he gets ready to defend, you know. So what you do is, I made a couple stalkers. My warping round is just about to come out. So you want to go to a location. My build is, this video is a little bad because he scouted me, so I'd kind of rush it. But you do want to hit it around like 407 or whatever. So when you want to hit it. I think I picked these stalkers up, maybe? No, these stalkers just die, I guess. No, I pick them up, yeah. I was gonna say, I save these stalkers, then you warp in. See, I'm flooding a little bit of minerals. I think I warp in a few zealots and stalkers too. I was like, oh, a little bit of pickup micro there. And then I warp in a bunch. I think it might have been supply blocked, honestly. But yeah, 24 more lings on the way. This guy's making a lot, right? I wanted to warp in more zealots here, but I accidentally left my workers in gas and I wasn't supposed to. So I had more gas than I should have, honestly. And he just had a lot of lanes, you know, so I was getting surrounded a bunch. You know, I tried my best to do some warp prism micro. Just save whatever I can, warp in some more. But he kind of did shut me down here. But what I ended up doing is I ended up holding here. Yeah, my control was pretty bad at the beginning there, but then I warped in a bunch more units. Broke down my wall, and I think I just killed him. Like, I kill his overlord here, but he goes into a false, like, he was so supply blocked. He made 6 overlords, which is very stupid of him. Very, very stupid of him. And basically I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm just gonna go attack. I was like, I need to do damage here, otherwise I can't do anything. So I break down my pylon and make a bunch more stalkers here. Because he thought the attack was over. He's like, alright, I'm gonna go back to droning, but why would I be droning him on 2 bases? You're on 3. Right, and he has no idea this is attack going on. He has no vision of this at all. So at that point I'm like, well, I think you just die here, my friend. Alright. I go on here to see what he has in the main base, do a little bit of poking and prodding. I don't think I got any drones, yeah, but I was able to force a reaction. All army had to get him all the way back home. But, you know, fine with me. I'm just saving up for another warp in round here, and I warp another like five stalkers or something like that. But at this point, I'm getting a lot of units. He still hasn't made any roaches, which I don't know what he was doing. But for some reason, he said screw roaches. I made a roach one for no reason. He has +1 on the way, and he's going for Spire, which really confused me. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go kill this guy. I am just gonna go kill this guy. And then I warped in like what, 3 or 4 more stalkers, maybe some zealots or something. But at this point, you can just see the army supply, 44 to 38, and mine is just pure stalkers, right? So I have a lot of DPS here. I should have warped in more zealots, honestly. But I literally just walk up and kill him. He does not have enough. I warp in the dragon behind a little bit, but shortly here I'll have another warp in round where I can warp in like 6 more zealots. He tries to bring his queens up, but oh, I warped in some sentries, I guess for the force fields, but yeah, okay force field, I guess, pushing away a couple of his queens. But yeah, I was able to pick up some more units. I have to say, my pickup micro isn't the best, but it's getting a lot better. I barely saved that warp prison with 4 health as well. Oh, I guess they kill it, but at that point the game's already over. I targeted on his Roach Warren as well, and I just went in and killed everything. And he's like having fun smurfing. This I found funny. I was like, what? I was like, you're joking, right? I'm diamond. Like, what? I had a little bit of a misspell. Diamond. And he's like, okay, let's check that APM. In the end there, after the game finished, he messaged me. He's like, oh, I guess you're not smurfing. He's like, hey man, great pickup micro. What's your warp prism? I was like, oh, thanks, I guess. And then that's how that game ended, but I got a couple more games coming your way. Let's get into the next one. Welcome guys to the second video in our game here, in our little video here. Second part of the video, I guess. Second match, okay, call it whatever you see fit, right? I actually don't even really remember this game. I'm gonna zoom through a bit of this here. So yeah, basically against Terrans, I still have my Stalker build that I go for. I still think my Stalker micro is mediocre, you know. Not the best, but it's not the worst. So that is usually what I go for. So I go for Cybercore before Nexus, and then I go for a bunch of Stalkers. He was scouting me a lot, I guess. But I think he hits me with like Hellions here or something like that when I wasn't paying attention. But I'm just going for the Stalkers, you know. I spread my Stalkers out, poking a little bit. Yeah, he hits me with Hellions here. And I have no vision of it. He gets a lot of my probes, honestly, I think. Right? I warp in a bunch, but he still gets a lot of workers here. I tried to body block him as much as I could, but I lined him up just for him to perfectly strike me down. Yeah, I lost a lot there. But at the same time, I had moved across the map with a bunch of Stalkers as well. So while he was microing that a lot, you can see how many minerals he's floating. He's floating over 1k minerals. And what I ended up doing, I just moved those Stalkers across the map, warped in a bunch more, and I just killed him. So I warped in this Zealot, these Zealots, because I can see that siege tank. So I moved those guys up to take that first shot of that tank. And then I thought I blinked in, but I guess not. Maybe that was a different game. I'm envisioning a different game while I'm talking about this game. He does get my, what's it called? Observer though, because he does have that Raven out, but I honestly can just fight him straight on. I have enough Stalkers where I just fight him. With a little bit of decent blink micro, I just blink break the weakened Stalkers, and then I try to focus on the edge because I know he has a siege tank there, so I think I just take out his natural here. Oh, he actually pushes up. Wow, this... Pick up the siege tank, then I blink back, I believe, yeah. At the same time, you know, I built some workers back, and then I just warp into more Stalkers at this point. running low on minerals. I mean, running low on gas though. Building more workers because I see him like, okay, so I'm doing damage, but at the same time he's still up in workers. But he starts repairing, so I'm like, well, I'll just kill more workers then. I think I pick off his Raven here now, maybe. Yeah, there we go. 2 shockers, very low. Decent blink micro. Hey, it's the thought that counts, right? I mean, he still doesn't have stim done yet, so at that point, Marines kind of just get destroyed by stalkers. At the same time, I'm warping more and more stalkers in, and I see that Widowmine. I'm like, well, I should move back from that guy. He builds his workers, but he honestly does not have much left. I warp in a couple more zealots, I think. 1 more zealot. I start floating a lot more here as well. But Stim just finishes, and at that point, he's already overwhelmed. He's lost all of his units, and then I just start focusing down a couple of Marauders. I'm surprised he didn't make any more siege tank. He decided to make Widow Mines, which I don't know why he did that, but it was a interesting decision he had there. Another blink up there. He tried to save his units by going into the warp prism, but it is not enough. I warp in. I think I move up and then warp in some zealots here. I'm like, wait, I'm losing a lot. Because the thing about stalkers is that when the SCVs come to fight, oh, I guess I warp more stalkers. I guess just the blink is just so nice. Warp in a couple stalkers to go kill off that Marauder. At that point, he just has nothing left. I'm surprised. I guess since he had the reactor on, he couldn't make any more siege tanks. But instead of making those Widow Mines, if he had siege tanks, I think he would have survived there. But in the end of the day, he did not survive. I actually don't even know if he GG's out. I think he GG's out. I'm surprised he's still trying to like survive here. Like, I don't think he realizes that I have full economy back at home. Yeah, no GG. That's what I thought. I was like, he seemed pretty salty. I mean, it's your average Terran player, right? Always salty. Alright guys, so that's the second part. That's the second video, but I have one more PvZ that I'd like to show you guys in this last video. See you in the next one. Alright guys, welcome back to the last video in my video. Last replay in my video. That sounds a lot better. This is a PvP against Mr. Agent Stang, right? Let's see what happens in this video. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to get out of this. You know, it's always a standard opener, you know, double gate into Cybercore into Nexus. So looks like he was doing the exact same thing, you know, same ideology. Proxy pilot for him. I think he rushed me in this game. I think this is the game where he took a lot of damage from freaking his adepts. This is where his adepts basically killed me or something like that. You know, I go across the map. I actually did decent damage here. I forced out a lot, and I had more stalkers come in at home. Oh, this is the Oracle one. So we had the proxy Oracle. And I actually took a lot of damage from this one. This was not one of my best matchups. But I wanted to show you, like, even as a loss, you know, the best always comes back. You know, even after standing there for so long, my reaction time was not the best. I was across the map doing damage, but then I recalled. But he had another Oracle, and I was like, well, crap. Because I was doing a lot of damage to him. I was killing a bunch of units here. So I had nothing at home. But then I made a Void Ray, and I ended up shooting off anything else he had. But he made more Oracles. I don't know how that worked. He was just trying to go for a lot of proxying, honestly. That's what he was doing. Slow it down, because sooner or later I got things under control. I put stocks in each base. I was like, oh, I'm done putting on whatever now. And what I ended up doing was I ended up going for lots of Void Rays, because believe it or not, Void Rays in PvP are very overpowered. Because Stalkers are the only thing that are good against Void Rays in the early game, unless you have Stargate yourself. And since I knew I shut down his Stargate, I knew he wouldn't have any Stargate tech for a while. And since he saw so many Stalkers, I figured he'd go for a Robotech or something. But, so yeah, and that's exactly what he did. And basically, since Void Rays also counter Stalkers with the Prismatic Alignment, they shred Stalkers. If you have enough Void Rays, Stalkers just instantly get disintegrated. And here's the triangle, the Trinity Force. See this, guys? It's a triangle of Void Rays going into attack. But I think I just do a little bit of damage here and there. I think I poke in, I'm like, wait, this guy's absolutely nothing. And I think I bring the rest of my army. I think I might just kill him here. Sooner or later. But yeah, see, I'm just constant Void Ray production. I'm getting my third base as well. Well, he has none of that. Since I do have the pressure across the map, he thinks I have no third base. Like, he has no idea. Like, why would I take this one? Like, you tell me why would I take this one. This one is so much easier to defend. Because I don't have to cover. See, I gotta cover one entrance here, then one entrance here, one entrance here, when I can just cover one or two, you know, that type of thing. Then he's just trying to scout me out. I think he tagged me with Revelation here, and then runs away. I'm like, that's fine. you can scout me all you want. You're still gonna lose. But oh, actually no, I don't want to attack him. He attacks me, which was very dumb of him, and I think he rage quits, if my memory serves me correctly. I think he attacks me, and then when I kill him, he's like salty. Or I don't think he GG's out, he just leaves. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. There's too many games. There was like 15 or 16 of them, guys. I don't remember. But like, even after taking all that Oracle damage, you know, I was able to get back in the game. 45 to 47. I stopped pro production, I think. No, I'm still making some. I'm making 3 at a time. He stopped for a little bit. I mean, he has a really late third base. My third base is already up. I finally take care of these pesky oracles that cause me so much trouble. You know, I'm making more probes at the same time, but I am prioritizing lots of upgrades and lots of gateways because I do want to go for attack. Maybe I go for attack. I think he attacks me. I still feel like he attacks me. Maybe I attack. I don't know. I don't remember. But he starts blink. He sees like he's like, oh, there's a lot of void raids here. I should start blink. At this point, I'm like, I'm just gonna make some carriers. So I was like, I'm gonna go for carriers. I'm like, he's not attacking me. He's sitting back on 3 bases. He doesn't have an army that can kill me. I had a couple shield batteries here. I think I had a shield battery here. Nope, I don't have a shield battery there. I still have my stock. See, not using all army hotkey, boys. You gotta try your best to not do that. You know, just controlling my void rays as best as possible. But look how many void rays I have. Yeah, so he does go for an attack. This is why he gets absolutely smashed. I mean, once he comes, I'll show you guys just I'll pause the video and show you guys just how many more units I had than him. I'm also getting charged at the same time. And I've noticed, guys, small tip, charge a lot void ray is very good, especially against heavy stalkers, because stalkers just die. So I've always figured that's a really good thing in PvP that I use. As soon as he goes in, I'll pause the video and show units here. I think he does like a warping round or something. Yeah. It's like, yeah, let me warp in a couple more units. Behind this, I'm making carriers. He's going for +1/+1 melee. I'm going for +1 air. So let's just I guess this is units lost. Yeah, look at units lost. 750 to 2050. Actually, can I just check what units were lost? I lost 15 probes. He lost 4 oracles, a Stargate, a couple pylons. Well, yeah. Even when being down 15 probes, like, I came back pretty well from that. If he played this well, he wouldn't be in this position. But look at this. He has 18 stalkers, right? 2 immortals. That's all he has. While I have 9 stalkers, 7 zealots, and 8 void rays. 8 void rays easily beat 18 stalkers, right? But then again, I also have shield batteries as well. He kind of just forces his way in here and just dies. I don't know what he was doing, but that's just what he does. I pull back a bit, like, I'm like, he's got a little bit, right? And he has more stalkers come from here, which it just gets smashed. I activate super battery, and then I'm like, dude, you're just gonna die. I'm like, alright, let's just fight. I mean, he has some pretty good force fields, but at that point, I'm like, my void rays alone will kill you. And I just prismatic. Look how much damage they do. Look at how much damage they do to stalkers. Like, stalkers are supposed to counter them early game, but honestly, it's really void rays that counter them. Like kill his immortals, I kill his prism. I'm like, well, there you go, GG. He just race quits. Yep, boys, that was it. But yeah, oh, I guess I could show you guys here. Let's go back to score screen here, and then I can show you boys and girls, you know, gender equality. I'm just kidding. But yeah, Diamond 1. We made it, boys. 60 wins, bonus pool. I haven't played for a week. I've been really busy this past week, but so I haven't played for a week. But yeah, bonus pool also 206. It's accumulated a good amount, so I'll be playing soon. Maybe I should stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll be streaming soon. But yeah, boys, made Diamond 1. We're so close to Masters, guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment on, I don't know, if you thought the guy thinking I was smurfing was pretty funny or not. Or the 2 rage quits, of course. Terran player's gonna rage quit. But that Protoss player, I just feel like some people don't understand the matchup as well. Like, they're good, their mechanics are good, but sometimes they just don't understand counters. I don't know, it's weird. I guess I do the same thing, but anyways, guys, if you liked the video, smash that like button. I'm watching you guys. I've been seeing you guys not smashing that like button, right? Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.